Hey everyone, it's Son of Beast, and I'm Terry Crews, and this is NHL 25, Season 4 on EA Sports. It's in the game, and we are ready. Hello everybody, Terry Crews here, and welcome to another NHL on EA Sports. The next matchup is we're getting ready for our Canadian series of the game. It's the Calgary Flames as they are taking on against the Toronto Maple Leafs at Scotiabank Bank Arena. The biggest of the matchup as we've ever seen it before here, since Calgary Flames hasn't able to make a lot of his postseason since 2022, but the Maple Leafs have done most of them. So there could be a change-off to make that win impeccable scores that they do for anything. But as of right now, this is the part of the next matchup in Game 14 as you're about to be seeing things. What could go happen? What's going to change it often? As our starting head coaches for the Calgary Flames, we start with Ryan Huska. He's the Flames head coach as he speaks as what he's looking for his squad during tonight's clash against the Preds. But this time, the learning of the focus might be on the Maple Leafs. Later are the starting groups. No X-Factor players, but the only starting goaltender will be Dustin Wolf. He's a starting goaltender for the Calgary Flames. Rasmus Anderson has ascended pass with a great long passing percentage. Then it's Mackenzie Weegar with a shutdown ability. Nazem Kadri with the puck on string. Jonathan Herverdue with the third-eye predictable passer. And Mikael Backlund, the Backlund on a quick draw face-off to push in. And now to send over to the Toronto Maple Leafs we have is another great one of the takes. As right now the starting head coach is Craig Berube, former player of the game, but now he is the ultimate head coach as he joins the overdrive to discuss this experienced coaching for the Maple Leafs. The team's lead in the Atlantic Division as Austin Matthews has made his goal-scoring prowess the strength of the team's goaltending to tame. But as the moment brings on, Austin Matthews has a shock and awe ability he brings in for every team. Ben Mitchell-Marner has a third-eye perceptible passer he has done for his every technique the passing brings on. William Nylander, technician on the puck on the string zone with the stick handling his own offense zone. Then the superstar players are Morgan Riley, the heat seeker, then John Taviers with the big tipper, and Christopher Tanev on an ice pack. And now for the starting goaltender for the Maple Leafs, joining us in is Anthony Stolarz. And now let's get started. Back for the next commentary I have is Boy Crews. He's along with the next commentary with Fan and the third commentary of the crew. Give a warm, hot pleasure welcome to Ballpoint Pen. And a center ice I have it across this boomer. We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show after this. Now get ready. Flames, Maple Leafs, starts now.
It's the biggest matchup. I'm Boy Crews, and I'm here with my broadcast partner with Fan, and of course the other side is Ballpoint Pen. Tonight's the night as the Canadian team, Maple Leafs, against the Flames. Here we go, ready to start at center ice. Let's find out what takes it. Starting goaltenders in between Dustin Wolf and Joseph Wolf. Now Myers will start that off video without finding over to get Myers. Myers sends a pass over to Matthews this time, and he's right toward him away, bumped up by Jonathan Herverdue. It's rebounded by Myers, and a send pass over to Morgan Riley. He'll send again to Myers this time. Looking over again to Matthews. Matthews takes a pass over to Mitchell-Marner. Has a pass to Riley. Here's Myers, who will send it over to Matthews on the chance. The giveover looked tonight is on a shot. This one's blocked up, and Kadri takes it over. He goes down and he picks back his stick. Now Myers will have a chance. Now play it over to get to Morgan Riley. Marner's right toward the win as he tries to handle his own zone. Marner no going anywhere as Myers will try to reset the group. He'll have to try to give someone else an open offense as he'll try to make his move. Bumps up to the corner of the wall, and this won't get back to puck ceiling. Pumps the pill with the puck in. Now a pass over to Backlund. Here's a shot. Score! That will make its way to start off for Mikael Backlund. His first goal against the Maple Leafs.
Here's what happened. happened right now. The backline is really making it right toward the move. Here's what happened. That Wall wasn't able to start that often. This is what the goal made. And when Joseph Wall, he was trying to react, he had that one stick deflecting, and he went right toward the net. This wasn't the start that they were doing it for. They have to give somebody else the credit.
Starting off appearances for the Calgary Flames. They're up by 1. It's a 1-0 game in Toronto. Now to dish over that fight again to Christopher Tanev. Rolls around before it's McMahon. Now a switch over, now finds it again to McCabe. McCabe sends the pass over again to Nylander. Here's McMahon. Tries to avoid the tackle. Open pass, look to Domi. Give it back behind the wall.
Calgary Flames goal, his 18th goal of the season, scored by number 11, Mikael Backlund.
Looking for his offensive
assisted
strategy.
by number 76, Martin Hospital.
Now it's McMahon.
And by number 4, Rasmus
Anderson.
Anderson. Time of the goal, 1:10 remaining in the first period. Mikael Backlund with his 18th goal of the season, assisted by Martin Hospital and Rasmus Anderson in the first period, 1:10.
Timmins, pass broken up by Coronado. Coronado's right toward the wing as he will try to get that one out. Toronto's back the other way as he will dump that puck in back to Edwin Morrison. Maple Leafs looking its way through. Nylander on his way down toward the rim side of his zone. Passes, broken up a chain. Now it's back to Coleman toward the other way. The pass finding Backlund. Gets a little stick whipped and it's Wall with the cover puck. He'll cover it in with only 17:30 to go in the first period. A lot of time up in this period. Still looking for a goal for the Maple Leafs. It's already a 1-0 game, Calgary. Calgary wins the face-off. Good block crouch down here for the Timmins team.
It really has to make someone else a better chain. You know, this offense is not what they were expecting to do, but that is amazing crouch down to block that shot.
After an offside is whistled on Toronto, 17:22 to go. Holmberg wins the faceoff. He will have it over to Christopher Tanev. He's right toward the wing. He will fire that one around the net. Now he rolls it again. For Courier, finding again to Holmberg. He looks over it again to McCabe. Here's Robertson's shot. Big penalty coming up for Calgary, and this will be a slashing.
This didn't really start off good, because now you guys gotta note this, because this is not where they're supposed to start. You know, defensive is putting a bad effort. They're not playing it so well. They've got to give somebody else another credit to.
Marner's right toward outside. He now finds it again to Holmberg. Represents still up. 16:47 to go in the first period. Tries to give it again to Mitchell Marner. Marner for the backhander. Big save by Wolf. Pelletier is in the penalty box.
Number 22, Calgary, 2 minutes for slashing.
Yeah, you don't have any right to use on this one. This really has to give someone a pass, and that one is just risked them from the range. This is not going to start off that for the Flames. They really are going to get that one knocked out.
Now as the team are ready to take the face-off, still 1-0 score for Calgary. First power play coming on for Toronto. Now as the Calgary Flames wins the face-off,
Calgary penalty, number 22, 2 minutes for slashing, Jacob Pelletier. Time of the penalty, 17:09 remaining in the first period. 2-minute penalty on Calgary, number 22 for slashing. Time of penalty in the first period, 17:09.
Here's Riley. Bad save by Wolf. Robertson takes over with a rebound. He now finds Riley. Off to Domi on the backhander. It goes wrist around the net, and it's McMahon with the rebound. Austin Matthews slits it again to Morgan Riley. One-timer for McCann. And that one sends it over back to Anderson. Dumps that puck out into the Toronto zone. Now Matthews will have another chance here with 1:20 left for the mid-late Maple Leafs power play. McMahon's right toward the wing, trying to give over to Riley. Rebound by Austin Matthews. Sends it to Nylander. Trying to get right over to get to Matthews this time. Looks it over to Marner. Marner's shots blocked by Anderson. Anderson clears that one out as Matthews will take over. 1 minute left in Toronto power play. Now Matthews will send it over right toward the wing as he'll send it deep to Matthews McMahon. And that pass to Nylander is broken up. Sarkovic is right toward the wing. He'll have the pass over. Timmins trying to battle along the puck board. Taking it over. Now it's cleared, covered and cleared by Nylander. 35 seconds left for the Leafs power play. Riley on a chance to monitor. Looks to Timmins. Here's a shot. Saved by Wolf. Good glove stop made for the Calgary Flames goaltender. He'll stop it in. Just 15-minute mark nearing before the midway mark in the period. Nylander wins the faceoff. Here's Timmins. And he's clubbed up by Wolf. I'm not sure what's going on right now. This really has to give somebody else a better changing effort. Ekman Larson back the other way. Fires it with the right net. Now trying to get a Nylander.
The Flames are ready to get back out there. He's set to go.
Timmins shoots. That's blocked. And it's being dived by with the rebound. Clears it out. And that's it. The power play's over for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 0-1 for the start.
Good job on the communication effort. This is what happens with Bean. He is breaking a block shot. He had a little bit of a confidence out there. Just really have to give someone else a golden room.
Oh, nice stuff by Wolf as he tries to answer it out. And Pelletier with the puck.
Oh, great save out there by Wolf. You really have to show that off there, Brian. This really has to give someone a better change. That's a great stoppage that he's putting in.
McMahon's right toward the outside of the wall. Fires up and around net, now finds Silby. One time for Tanad. That one's chipped off and it goes back to Dewar. Dewar's right toward the wing. McCabe with the poke check. And he's got that back. Maple Leafs are back in the offense zone with only 13:53 to go. Pelletier with the puck steal. Now we'll send the pass over again to Pacquiao. Backlund is right toward the wing. Trying to send the pass over to Bacall, and back to Bean it goes. McCabe watch again. Here's Pelletier. Watch again. Here's the shot. Big save by Wolf. Valley along the puck in the boards as Lorenz takes it over. Now the Leafs will have it as Robertson is right toward the wing. Sends it over to Tanev. Christopher Tanev rolls it in right toward the wing. Get the pass over again to Morgan Riley. That's broken up by Blake Coleman. Mikael Blackman is right toward again in the wing. Oh, got a little stick out there. Watch out, home benches. They're coming in attacking. I don't know what's going to happen. This is really definitely like a hard matchup in assist effort. Here's Kemp's shot. That one goes off in traffic and it rolls back to Bacall. Bales right toward the wing. And it's broken it up here by the wall as he recovers it. Myers stick handling his own zone in the Maple Leaf section. Now he finds Morgan Riley. I'll send it pass over to get to Holmberg. That puck broken out. Now here's Kadri trying to pass to Herberdeau. Official right to get to Herberdeau. For the rebound, stop made by Wolf. This one goes out and around the boards, and it's now Matthews with his own rebound. Trying to watch out. Here's a chance. Tries to lose an effort. It's rebounded by Holmberg. Bale takes it over, now finds again a puck signal. Off Spilsol, right toward again, now finding Herberdeau. Ekman Larson with a good poke check, and he rolls it over now to Dubois. The Wars right toward the wing. The back to Herberdeau, rebounded by Dubois. Maple Leafs back in offense. Big save by Wolf. This really has to give someone else an effort. That Wolf really had a little bit of a hard chance. This wasn't really the hardest effort, but he had been doing it for him. Marner's right toward the outside of it, and he will right go back behind the net. Make new changes here. Now he will try to give it again to Matthews. Here's a shot. Diving play. What a stop by Wolf as he holds on.
Oh, wow. Wolf is definitely like getting over this now. This really had taken a lot of energy to pick it in now.
That is a whip for Calgary Flames. He rolls it again to Marinoff. Weir's right toward the wing. Kuzmenko finds Lomberg. Stop the poke. Now Wolf takes it over, now finding to Ekman Larson. I'll send pass to Matthews. Rolls right toward the bench. He'll have a new group here. Nice is back onto the ice as now Domi's trying to help him out. Ekman Larson tries to go right toward the wing. Larson trying to get the pass over to Marner. That's broken up by Rooney. Rooney pass to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko right toward the wing. Tanev takes the puck steal. Now rolls back to Toronto. And in the Calgary zone, here's Ekman Larson. Turning him out, glove save by Wolf. Just during the midway mark in the first period, 1-0 is a score for Calgary. Want a change opportunity, but they're still looking for a goal to take in. Max Stormy wins the faceoff. He now finds Christopher Tanabe. Looks to McCabe. McCabe looks to Tanabe. Hunter McMahon's shot. That one blocked and it goes right toward into the wall and back to Tanabe.
Gotta reset it again, because if you don't do something that's right, you have to give someone else a better open. They really are just getting a hard string. They have nowhere else to get the threat.
Rebound in, Calgary's up, he scores! Dewar makes that one with a nice take. He just rolls it in with a 2-0 score.
Now, a little bad passer out there. He's not really doing really well. You know, when Dewar really had it in there, that Wool must have had that one with a broken in the chain. That one puts a nice rebound. But Calgary Flames is definitely knocking that out. He's not showing what he was doing for. He really have to get out there quickly, and he cannot find anybody with an open room. Now that the Maple Leafs are going to have to change it up, they've got to do this again.
Now the Calgary Flames wins the faceoff. He now finds Coleman right toward the wing. And that shot, easy save by Cole Wool. This one stays out. Bring the pipe! That one goes back to Dewar. What a great shot opportunity for Calgary Flames.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they're not always
Calgary Flames goal. His 14th goal of the season, scored by number 71, Walker Dewar.
That shot misses.
He's assisted by number 17, Igor Sarakovic. And by number 52, Mackenzie Weegar. 7-goal, 9:31 remaining in the first period. Walker Dewar with the 14th goal of his game, assisted by Igor Sarakovic and Mackenzie Weegar in the first period, 9:31.
And now send it over to center ice, and we'll send it over to Boomer for one of our bigger plays. Thanks, guys. Looking over again by Austin Matthews, he's one of his make it snappy ability. Because of his coach's recommendation, he really has a lot of it with a great chance. I have a lot of them with a good bounty. This one makes it Austin Matthews with a harder chance. He played for USA, but now he was selected to be drafted with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and his better change has been picking up ever since he has been doing it for. There's a lot of good percentage on that, so I will keep an eye on Austin Matthews with a better range. Back to you guys. Thank you, Boomer. Looking very well, and hopefully there's another change for Austin Matthews, the alternative captain, to show it how it's done.
Yeah, definitely that's true enough, and you really have to say for now, we really love the support.
Big save by Wool. He will cover up with 9:27 to go in the first. All pitchers are gliding in, getting ready to drop the puck again, and it's right now a 2-0 game in Toronto. Now the win is B. A shot. It's one chops, and that one pulls it. He scores! Jonathan Herberdeau. As he went down, Wool wasn't sure where the puck is. They are just going to get an effort to get a good goal.
Well, that problem must have been happening in there. I thought that was going to make it in, but he really must have had that pad. Here's what happened. Wool wasn't sure where the puck is. He really just saw that, but he couldn't get that puck out of here. That one really took it over. It wasn't very easy enough to try to carry it out. He really stood under it, but that one really must have ricocheted in, and that one turned it over. That one didn't do so well with a better range than that. He really got to find another way to get through it.
Calgary up by 3 as Toronto's trying to get their next goal in with 9:21 to go. And it's now Bacall with a chance. He will now find again the bump seal. But Chariot loses his effort, and now he finds Simmons. He's right toward the wing to Pachuria. Pachuria he's right toward the wing as he'll slow it down. They'll try to get back over. Calgary's back the other way as Popsicle with another chance with a big stop. Right toward the wing with a shot, big save!
Calgary Flames score. His 13th goal of the season, scored by number 10, Jonathan Herberdeau. He's assisted by number 94, Braden Bacall. And by number 24, Jake Bean. Tapping a goal for the Calgary Flames, 10:39 remaining in the first period. Jonathan Herberdeau with his 14th goal of the season, assisted by Braden Bacall and Jake Bean in the first period. 10:39.
Another big save. That's his 5th save of the night. With only 8:33 to go in the first period. Now as Domi wins the faceoff, he now finds Myers. He looks it over again to Nylander. The rebound by Myers. Heckhander blocked Bay, and it's rebound by Rudy. Kuzmenko's right toward the wing. This one gets back to Morgan Riley. Over now to Max Scobie. Here's the dish-off feed. Riley shot, glove saved by Wolf. Oh, what a chance opportunity. He is trying to snatch that out so he can get an overall shutout win, but it may not be hard, but they're doing it for him. Now they're set, ready to take the next face-off. 3:04 time on attack for Toronto and only 36 seconds for Calgary. Now to win. Wolf will cover it in. Now find again to Moronov. And he's tripped. That'll be Morgan Riley with his first penalty on Toronto. Not so good. You're not starting out that big.
Number 44 for Toronto, 2 minutes for tripping.
Like slumped down. He's had a bad attitude. He's not getting a good response.
First penalty kills on Toronto. It'll get their first power play advantage for Calgary.
Starting out with the power play is not the better range you do.
Penalty on Toronto. Morgan Riley, number 44, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of penalty, 8:04 remaining in the first period. That's a penalty on Toronto. 2 minutes for tripping, number 44. Time of penalty in the first period at 8:04.
This is really what they are supposed to do. They just can't find anybody open like that. Now, as the power play starts on, he's going to have to try to see what they can do.
Great stop by Ward. It's tonight. Now finally to get into war. Oh man, you know the crowd energy? He really loved that one too. Chance for the short game. Turns over to Sarankovic. He now finds Kadri. He's right toward in the wing. Dumps that out. As McCabe will clear the puck zone out of here, Lawrence will fire that one out. Mackenzie Weegar now finds Sarankovic. Open look to Weegar on a shot. He's blocked up. 10-half takes it over. He now finds it again to Marner. Marner sidesteps it. Through down. The penalty's been picked up by Calgary. Oh, back the other way it goes. I did not know what was going to happen. So it looks like
number 17 for Calgary, 2 minutes for tripping.
Yeah, you know what happened now? This is what makes it in here. When Marner was going to make it in there, he was bumped up. He was almost going to make it in there, but now this is going to be a 4-on-4, so the power play's over for Calgary.
Now both teams have a 4-on-4 advantage here in the first period with under 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Now as Myers will send it over, he will now try to get the offensive attacker.
2 minutes for tripping. Time of penalty, 7:03 remaining in the first period. That's a penalty on Calgary for tripping, number 17. Time of penalty, 7:03 remaining in the first period.
Now they're off to do this one again. 94 for Calgary and 84 for the Toronto Maple Leafs as they're putting it with a lot of passing percentage. Myers now finds it again to McCabe. Looks to Nylander. That shot misses. Anderson takes it over, now finds it again to Backlund. Backlund now finds it again to Kuzmenko. Good poke check here. To stop the effort, it's Nylander. And now it's back the other way for the Toronto Leafs. McCabe's right toward the wing. Tries to get the pass over to get to Meyer. Meyer pass, now finds it over to McCabe. And we'll have to reset the group again. McCabe needs some regrouping effort to get back to Nylander. William Nylander's back the other way. We'll fire that one around that. Now here's another one to McMahon. Myers, here's a shot, both saved by Wolf. That will do for the 4-on-4, but the Leafs still have the man advantage on the power play. 6:01 remaining in the first period. Still a 3-0 game, Calgary. Now to win, here's Matthews. He rolls it over to Riley. Riley this side now finds it in the knees, and the backhand, they're putting it back in. Now Wolf takes a stop. Only 55 seconds for the Toronto Leafs power play.
Oh, wow. Wolf's really definitely excellent, though. He really has to stop this one timing, but it may not be the better choice if he really has it all.
Matthews now sticks it over to Riley. Here's a shot. He's blocked up. Now it's Stewart. Takes it again to Lindbergh. Good poke check by Mitch Marner. Mitchell Martyrs right toward the wing. Going for the backhander shot. Glove save by Wolf. 5:35 left to go in the first period. Only 38 seconds for the Leafs power play. Now they're off to take one again. 10 face-off wins for Calgary and 10 for Toronto Maple Leafs. Now here's the win for Calgary. Hackle takes it out. Now here's Lindbergh. Good poke check here, and it's now Ekman Larson back here away with under 30 seconds remaining. Rolls in. Breaks the pedal. Pulls the puck to Domi. Once on Robertson. It's saved made by Wolf. Here's Robertson. Robertson. 10 seconds left. Timmins. Cut him out his shot. Big save. Wow, Wolf covered it on. That one was a nice unstoppable force with 5 minutes remaining. There is no stoppage. Dustin Wolf is really making a clear range. He has no idea where it was going to happen, so he really took it over. And that will do. The power play's over for Toronto Maple Leafs as they are unable to get a power play goal. He scores! Robinson starts off with his first goal and they're on the board. A 3-1 game. Well, after that power play, this really makes it to Robertson, and this one, after that block, he made this whole good rebound. Open look, that feed puts it in with a nice effort. You know, when you take it over by Robertson, this one really makes it a great stoppage. And that makes an easy goal, wide range. Now that starts off with a good chance. Maple Leafs on the board. It's a 3-1 game as Robertson has his first goal of the game against Calgary. Really starting off that big out there. I mean, they really have to be, like, putting a lot of effort out there. They really have to give someone else a better credit. Stopped by Wool, and it's now back to Tanev. He rolls down to McCabe. McCabe rolls it in with under 5 minutes left in the first period. Now finds it over. The pass to Domi on a shot, and blocked it in traffic. This one goes back to Nylander. He rolls to Gerber back the other way. Nothing but chances over. They really have to give someone else a better heart and a direction change. They just have to get over through and not get bailed out. If they don't do something as hard, then that means they're going to get out of the way. They need to give somebody else a better effort.
Robertson.
Matthews right to the
assisted by number 95. Ekman Larson.
And he rolls right behind
and by number 25. Connor Timmins.
Matthews.
Time and a goal for the Maple Leafs. 15:07 remaining in the first period. That's Nicholas Robertson with his 14th goal of his career, assisted by Oliver Ekman Larson and Connor Timmins in the first period. 15:07.
Now rolls back to Matthews. Rolls in front. This one takes over back to Morgan Riley. And that one sources out of the way as Blake Coleman takes it over. Here they come, the Flames back the other way. Saucer pass, broken up by Knights. Martyrs is right toward the way. He now finds again at Matthews. 6-10 is saved by Wolf. 3:25 left to go in the first period. 3-1 is the score. We're back in the service right now as we're getting ready to have the next puck drop in between the Maple Leafs and the Flames. Right now, here's Myers. He will start things over. Now finding again to Morgan Riley. He looks to Robertson. Robertson with his first goal. He has his 15th goal in his career. A start of the season here for the camp of the Toronto Maple Leafs. We've been looking to see what he can definitely try to do to give us a good opportunity range. How do you think of that?
Well, I really love how Robertson's been doing so well. Noah Robertson's definitely really one of the better plays in this angle. I have a lot of great feelings here for him. And for all the reasons, and he's been able to just connect it for him, there's a better range than that. I have a lot of a good hustle and a stockings. This one gives him a good opportunity to give a great race out of it. It's just how hard it goes. It's just how hard you can play for. Just give it all your best. He's doing really well. Keeping an eye on it. A great target sightseeing. I really have to see what's going on with Noah Robertson, so could be one way to have it out.
So Rankovic wins the faceoff. He now finds it again to Pelletier. Pelletier went down. Now it takes it over by Lawrence.
Oh, nice take on the effort. You really have to be like very extra careful there, but he really just knocked it down with a good effort.
Here's a side step to Ekman Larson. Easy pass save by Wolf. Just down to 2 minutes remaining, nearing the 2-minute mark. And Timmons trying to get a pass to Lorenz this time. He now finds it to DeWar. DeWar passes over now and again to Sarankovic. He gives it again to Dewar. Dewar's right toward and away. Spotted on from target. Double man on the carry. Here's a shot. Stop made by Wool. And Timmons will have his clearing on rebound. He will fire that one right behind the net. Ekman Larson now gives it over to DeWar. DeWar is right up toward in the wing. DeWar needs some time angle. Trying to get out of the zone. And now over to Matthews. It's been rejected out. And out of the zone it goes. 90 seconds left in the first period. He'll send it over to McCabe. McCabe's right toward the wing. Here's a pass over in the middle today. He was trying to stick it over by Wolf to stop one. Bring the play. And it's covered up by Wolf. 1:20 left to go in the first period. Cavalry on a great start, but the Maple Leafs may have a chance upward to get a close game. Matthews wins the face-off as Tanev will have it. Lost his hat puck. Blomberg. Rushing toward in. Pass to Kuzmenko. Big stop by Wool. Only 1:10 left in the first period after rejection from the Calgary Flames. They're putting it back in.
Not a better work that you're doing for it. You're not really succeeding at fruit. You just got to get back into work. If you don't have anybody, then you're going to get out of the way. You're going to get smudged over.
Down to 60 seconds, the final minute in the first period. And now Riley will send it over to Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner is right toward the wing. He will fire it up and up. Anderson takes it over. He will find again to Condre. Condre now finds it over again to Bale. Calgary's back into Toronto zone. Morgan Riley with the poke check. Now he finds Nylander right toward the wing. Nylander sticks it over, now finding to Riley. Has it again to Myers. Myers now finding to Nylander. Nylander, backhander, read the play. That one stays on his own, and now back to Domi, then to McMahon.
Oh my, that one's going to be almost that close. I don't know what's going to keep happening here. This really has to give some better effort.
Myers now finds it again to Domi. Domi looking no problem here, and as Anderson takes over. 10 seconds left in the first period. Here's Herberdeau. The finish over. Poked out. Domi. Herberdeau. And a shot saved me. Just the time went down, and that will do for the first period. 3-1's the score. Took a lot of chance opportunity, but a lot of block, and a great rebound by Robertson. That's where the goal starts. While Calgary is up by 2. We'll take a quick break and we'll get back to you soon for the second period. We welcome you back here at Scotiabank Arena to get started for the second period. As we're both teams ready to go, let's get back and play hard. And we're back with us as we're ready to get things started for the second period in Canada of Toronto. Alright team, I have a little bit of great takes on the first period recap. Let's have a look and see what goes on.
Well, I really have to start off with that. Calgary Flames are definitely like starting to make that one eruption and do some a little star ranging in here for the first period. You really are sure that they were not getting a lot of good opportunity ranging in here. They've really been left all alone. They were not really seen by anybody but those us, but I was really noticing that they just couldn't get their job out of it. They've just got to give somebody else the instruction that they have to do. They need to give someone else a better effort to this one. I don't know what's going to keep happening to this one, but the Maple Leafs are going to need to see what they can try to do to pull in with the batter angle.
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
It's not really easy. This is not true what they were doing it for. They just need somebody else with a better help and instruction. They have to get over this.
Here's the pass over to Nice. He's right toward in the wing as he's right in the Calgary zone. Nylander's right toward the wing, and he will now try to get the pass over to McCabe. Tanev's right toward the wing. He now finds McCabe. Give the pass to Nylander as Kadri with the puck steal. Hosipso with the puck right toward the wing. Passes over to Anderson. And taking a little shift out of him. A nice big save by Wool, as he rolls back to McCabe, back to Tanev, and it's broken up by Anderson. Mikhail Blacko now finds Coronado. On a shot's blocked. Now McCabe will have his own chance opportunity. He will set it over now, finding Nylander. Nylander right toward the wing, trying to get out of his zone. Nylander slows it down, now finds it again to Timmins. Timmins now finds it again to Nylander. Nylander, Timmins shoots it, saved by Wolf. After a blocked shot, and with the ricochet off the chest and double traffic, you'll stop it in with under 18 minutes in its second period. Now to win for Calgary. Here's our chance to Coleman, who's right toward the wing. And he went tipped over. That tip
Number 25 for Toronto, 2 minutes for tripping.
Dangerous zone for Connor Timmins. He's in the penalty box.
Look, you're not going to do successfully. Here's what he did. He went too close, he whipped him out with a blade, and he got whacked. He tripped himself over, and that's definitely a bad idea. When you're playing for this one, you're not going to play successful.
Penalty on the Leafs, as the Flames will have another power play percentage to get on the board. Now to win for Calgary Flames is Anderson. He now finds Nazem Kadri. Trying to stop a penalty. Wool will come right in with under 2 minutes to spare in the second period on a power play effort. Now the win will put it in for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Penalty on Toronto, number 25, Connor Timmins for tripping. Time on penalty, 17:52 remaining in the second period. That's a penalty for Toronto, number 25, 2 minutes for tripping. Time on the penalty in the second period, 17:52.
Shot a shot, pitch saved by Wool. Wool rolls the pass to McCabe. Clears his own out. Now rolls all the way to the Calgary zone. Mackenzie Rieger's right toward the wing and now finds Coronado. Up it's smashed down here by a defensive effort for the Leafs. And out the water will try to fire that one around net. Pulls the pass, now finding again over there. Looks again to Sorenkovic. Looks the pass to Kadri. Kadri right over to get a Coronado. That tips it up and over the net. Tries to get that one boosted and defeated. And a pad stop made by Wool. Wool's covering it up with only 16:51 to go in the second period, with under a minute left in the second. Now there's a lot of change opportunity as they're trying to get that goal back. Still a power play advantage for Calgary. Another win here for the Flames. Here's another one to Coleman. And Coleman shoots it. Myers takes it over. Now he rolls it over to Kemp. Kemp's right toward the wing. Trying to roll it. Fires a shot. Trying to go with short-handed. Evan Larson takes it over. He will try to get it around that. And now it's rebounded by Kemp. Kemp now finds it over. The pass open. Look to Ekman Larson. Here's a shot. He's been tripped up. Backlund takes it over. He will try to go off the boards and back to Puck's field seal. Off the bill, the Polkman. Blocked the shot by Meyer.
Myers did so well. I mean, I wasn't really sure what he was going to try to pull the effort. That really is definitely hard what they're doing for him.
Here's Pupsipso. Pupsipso has lost the puck, and now Ekman Larson will now try to give over again to Austin Matthews. Matthews pulls in, shoots, saved by Wolf. All alone. 1-1. Saved by Wolf. And power play's over for Calgary Flames.
Great stoppage. They really are so well keeping it in here. It's not what the game has really been stepping in for. They really have no idea what's going to change out. If nothing happens, there's no matter why, they really get it over it.
Wool will cover the puck in with only 15:44 to go in the second period. One of our greatest players here as we are having a spare here, guys. And our biggest at the moment is really bringing things on. And as we are turning it in, it was one of our biggest goaltenders that had done with a better save, Curtis Joseph. He's one of our biggest on that one here by Sir Joe. As the Joe puts up in for amazing of the save of the night for the Toronto Maple Leafs, the best goaltender he has ever been cheating him for. Played for his NHL career Since by the time it was many years he was able to have his own effort, he really had gone a long way. Until the end of it puts in retirement, and they've really been seeing things. And they named Ujo. It was one of our biggest in the mass, featuring a snarling dog inspired by the Stephen King's novel of the Kuro, and he's really showing how he's gotten a big hand a little bit.
I love Curtis Joseph. He really is definitely giving some great explanation. I have a lot of great range here for many fans. They really love seeing him to support. I was really sure that they was letting him just do for a better take. And Curtis Joseph is really doing it for it. I love his energy. The better way for the goaltender, he's been really turning to go for some better offense. He's really loving it all. And with all that happened now, he really took everything that he could do for it. Let's hope there is one of the great players here. Justin Wool, maybe? Or it's still ours. Well, definitely the contract is going to change it in there. I've been wanting to take it.
Here's to that. Fires that shot. Trying to go for the rebounding and a shot made. Saved by Wool. Now Mann will take it over. Now finding Anderson. Anderson rolls to Dewar. Here's a chance to Sarankovic shot. He scored! 32 goals in the game. They are back up by 3.
Nowhere to be left behind out there. They really had nowhere else to go. Now this one really didn't start playing so well at the defense. They really are bad at the angle at this point. You know what happens now? Because of Wolf, he just didn't really see that. After that big save, here's what happened the other way. That Bale was sending it over to Sarankovic. He just really made out with another goal. He's really inbound. He's not putting a better effort.
Sarankovic wins the faceoff. It is a 4-1 game as they're up by 3. Big save by Wool. Blaze trying to answer the attacker, and here comes Nylander. Nylander toward the wing, broken up by Anderson. Lomberg is right toward the wing. He will now try to get the pass over. Max Domi takes it over. Now back in the wing. Max Domi fires over the bar. Now finding to get to Myers. Here's a shot for Wiley. That one deflects it over. Trying to get out of the way. Lomberg takes it down. Rooney rolls to Anderson. Get the big smash down, and Anderson takes it over. Nice, gets it out. Bale is right toward the wing, and he'll try to get right into the motion. And it's broken in again.
Calgary Flames score his 32nd goal of the season. Scored by number 17, Yegor Sarankovic. He's assisted by number 71, Walker Dewar. And by number 4, Rasmus Anderson. Time of the goal for the Calgary Flames, 5:40 remaining in the second period. Yegor Sarankovic, his 32nd goal of the season, assisted by Walker Dewar and Rasmus Anderson in the second period, 5:40.
Here's Matthews this time. Good defensive effort as Weaver takes it over.
There's a little bit of a bad situation here. They're not really sure what's going on. They're really, what they meant to say now is defensive efforts is just playing them back in. They're not really doing all their best behavior at this point.
Yeah, lost that effort. Now finds it over again to Nides. Evans shot, blocked the shot. Kemp takes it over. Now playing to get Ekman Larson. Here's the cut. Push it down. Saved by Wolf. Ekman Larson takes it over. Here's a nice shot. Kicked out by Wolf. What a nice stoppage.
Oh, that really is better. I was not sure how he was going to get over this.
And another big save here by Wolf.
Oh, wow. The number back-to-back on Rice. They're really definitely putting a lot of time on attacks. And, you know, Calgary Flames is definitely attacking. They really are sure enough to beat them.
Just 12 minutes up in the second period as Emma Cable sent it. He passed over and playing to War. That was right over to it. And a shot. Off it goes. That goes it again by another great stoppage by the goaltender. The War's up. Shot. Point of rebounding. Put it back to Becarier. And he's got it back. Rolls to McCabe. No penalty signalized on Calgary. And here they come. Kadri's hit. Stopping. He scores. Nazem Kadri pops it in. And he just had the extension. It's a 4-5-1.
I was never seeing this one here. That what happened to Kadri? This is what he really made. When that snapper give him a little bit of risk,
He bumped him out. He just couldn't get back into his feet. He really got knocked behind. You know what happens now because they've really seen gains that's going on right in the zone. Now you have to believe on that, but Max Domi has to give someone else a better range. Now Calgary Flames is definitely going to be on fire this time, and when they beat the Maple Leafs, they're going to be definitely like knocking them out. They lost last time in Season 2 in a home game against the New York Rangers.
Is 18th goal of the season, scored by number 91, Nazem Kadri.
It wasn't very easy.
He's assisted by number 76, Martin Pospisil. Top of the goal for the Calgary Flames, 8:26 remaining in the second period. Nazem Kadri with his 18th goal of his career, assisted by Martin Pospisil in the second period at 8:26.
Number 13. This will be his 23rd save of the night. Just 8 for 97 on a saving percentage. He has been putting up with a better effort. As Olberg wins the faceoff, here's Morgan Riley. Now finds the Myers. Robertson rolls to Myers. Myers, shots blocked. Serenkovic takes it over to Pelletri. Oh, slick move. Trying to stop it with one-timer. Wool takes a stop. Myers has it over, now trying to get a Peretti. And here comes another one. And it's back to Bean, again to Pritchard. McCall lost that one. Morgan Riley on a fast break. 2-1, score! Robertson after another goal after assist by Morgan Riley. It is a 9:26 time on the goal.
Nice effort here. Morgan Riley had a little snap in range here. Had this one go and said, take it. He really had this one on a nice take. The better setup is for Morgan Riley. He has to put a pass over. This is what happens now when he beats over Wolf. He doesn't really see that puck coming in. He was definitely battling mounting. He really have to find another way to get through it.
They are in a desperate need to find another goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. As right now they are trailing by 3 as they cut the digit down by 4. And now we'll have to see if this one comes into a close game, as we already made our way to the midway mark in the period. Timmins is right toward the way, now finds Matthews. Matthews now finds it Edmund Larson. No penalty signalized on Calgary. As now he sticks it over, trying to get out of his zone. And a good poke check by the Calgary team. Maple Leafs are back in offense zone. He will now try to give the pass to Austin Matthews. Here's the shot, saved by Wolf. Just past the midway mark of the period. 5-2's the score. Now the chance, ready to take the next face-off. It's a 5-2 game. It'd have been a better one out there.
Toronto Maple Leafs goal!
And now
His
here's
second goal of the game, 16th goal of his career. Scored by number 89, Nicholas Robertson. Assisted by number 44, Morgan Riley. Time of the goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 9:26 remaining in the second period. Nicholas Robertson, 2 goals of the game, his 16th goal of his career, assisted by Morgan Riley in the second period at 9:26.
Takes over now firing to Anderson. Anderson rolls the pass to Coronado. And that one takes over to McCabe, and he rolls it again to McMahon. McMahon now finds again to Max Domi. Domi toward the rush. McMahon shoots. That blocker made out of here. McMahon tries to get over us. And a give and go look to Morgan Riley. Riley shoots. Pat saved by Wolf. 9:03 to go in the second period. They will try to cover it up with their next take. There's not even a lot much out there. Here's the Curtis on the better record as for he has been able to play for his Olympic Games. Since 2002 was the last part of this game. And then for his first time, it was the Olympic Games that he has ever been playing it for in Salt Lake City. That was a part of the year that they host the 2002 Winter Olympics.
It was really what they all set for. Curtis Joseph is really like making this all-team effort. Until for Team Canada, they just won themselves a gold medal, like beating over every other team. It was really like a better effort. And who never knows about this? Connor McDavid, he was really been showing things up.
He really had a lot of huge credit to showing off to. It looks like that Curtis Joseph might be able to see. He might be the next Hall of Famer.
Goaltender went off the bench as there was a penalty signalizing on the cross-checking for Calgary, and the extra man is on.
You're not going to succeed at Fur, and you're going to get that one whipped out. That's for cross-checking on Kadri.
Number 91, Calgary, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
There's not really much time effort. You really have to dig for something that's more than meets the eye. You just find a pass and you get it rushed downwards. You try to check on your body behind the back, but you're not going to do that. You're not going to play successful until you get this going straight.
Power play coming up for Toronto Maple Leafs as they're rolling it in. You get another power play on the goal. They're 0 for 2 this time. Let's see if we can go. Let's see if we can get the power play goal. 1 and 3. Nice takes it over. And he lost that puck. Recovered by Nice. Nice now finds
Penalty on Calgary. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Number 91, Nazem Kadri. Time on penalty, 8:29 remaining in the second period. That's a penalty on Calgary on a cross-checking for 2 minutes on number 91. Time on penalty in the second period, 8:29.
Nice is right through the wing as he'll try to get the passing Marner shot. Big save by Wolf. Nice rolls to Timmins. Timmins now finds Ekman Larson. He looks it over to Timmins. Timmins spins across. Backhander save made by Wolf. Puck still alive. Nylander takes it over. Here's Ekman Larson. Tries to get to Nylander. Timmins, shooter's blocked. Nylander takes over. That rolls over a save. Nylander takes it over. Backhander, stop it, kicked out. Nice, takes it over, now playing to go to Timmins. Here's a shot, another big save by Wolf. Gets bumped in traffic, now playing to Timmins. He's another look at a pass, stop it. And he will cover it up with only 6:59 left in a second. Just 51 seconds remaining for Toronto power play. Carlton's still watching it, trying to get a power play goal to give a 1-3 game. Now it's Domi wins the faceoff. He now finds Matthews. He wants to give it to Riley. McMahon now will switch it over to Riley. Losing the effort on the stick. Here's another chance. Here's Matthews. Stop it by Wolf. 35 seconds left for the Toronto Maple Leafs power play and 6:43 left in the second. A lot of time out there with some cool in the key games. And it's a little play it in for Calgary. Here's Anderson. And he now will roll that one out of here. On the rush. Austin Matthews with 25 seconds left. In the rush, out of the zone. This will be icing on Toronto Maple Leafs. Now the officials are getting set, ready to take the next face-off between Toronto and Calgary. 6:28 to go. Now the win puts it in for Domi as Matthews has his puck in. Carrying over to Robertson this time. Into our middle, goes offside. Only 6:20 left to remain in a second period. Maple Leafs wins the face-off. He now rolls back to McMahon.
Nazem Kadri's time is up and ready.
Matthews. Here's a chance. McMahon shoots, close save, and that will end the power play for the Maple Leafs. 0-3 this time, and 6:08 in the second.
Well, loving the effort that's putting in for Wolf, he has been stopping one of his better play advantage. He's really like onto his mechanical effort, and he really had a lot of hard time to try to pick back in. It wasn't very easy for him, but he was really staggered. He really had nothing to spare for. And what happened is that Morgan Riley was trying to give it over right now because the last part of the game gives it over to Robertson after Domi's pass. He really has to see what goes in for Morgan Riley to give that one a better effort. But now that team is definitely going to get wind up and soon, they've got to see what they do for it.
Yeah. Sure save by Wolf. That will be his 29th season save of the season. As Stu is right toward the wing. It's broken up by the War. Now the War is right toward the effort. He will now give a go look Gets bailed up by the defensive traffic. Oh, Lawrence takes a smash and a hit. Show me what you got. That misses up the target. He now finds a good do it. And a big hit. Finds Pelletier. One-on-one opportunity. That was deflected over right on the glass. Pelletier. Good block by Morgan Riley. Rolls it again to Mitch Marner. This time right now toward the wing. And that one will try to get it out of the zone. And that's nice. Will hand his handle. Here's McCabe. No penalty on Calgary. They're trying to look for a trip, but nobody has done it. Nothing really stands it out. I mean, I don't know what's going to keep on happening. Under 5 minutes remaining in the second period, Toronto trying to get an answer back. You may remember this one here from the last postseason. The Florida Panthers wasn't able to beat it over by the Toronto Maple Leafs because this one was absolute devastation. As we already seen that one, this wasn't really easy at all. They've really got to keep that out of here with the better tightness angle. It wasn't really the easier way that they're showing off at the right timing. But as they put it out, the Maple Leafs had stuck it in by the first, second, fourth, and fifth game in the first round against the Florida Panthers. So, Mitch Marner with the first goal against the Calgary Flames as they're down by 2.
Nothing really stands down here. For Mitch Marner, he was slicking it and he just had this on goal. Now you really have a lot of percentage out there. Open look, you got a great range, you definitely wanted to take it up and in. I thought it was going to go higher this time, but it almost went ricochet right in toward the net off the crossbar. That one's definitely a nice dish off.
Jake McCabe with his first assist of the game with 4:16 left to go. Now as Calgary wins the face-off, here's Anderson. He now finds it again to Roberdeau. Post him still. Anderson rolls a shot, saved made by Wolf. Trying to get him alive as right now as Domi's team still letting it up.
You really have a lot of energy now, and because of what happens to Justin Wolf, he's really definitely desperate in the first period. And for the second period, he's trying to fight back. So let's see what he can definitely do.
And Larson now finds over. McMahon shoots and catch made by Wolf. 29 for the season on the save. He's really picking it back up. Now here they are. They're ready to take the next trying face-off. Carlton right toward in the wing. He's looking to see what happens with Max Domi to see this face-off zonage. So he's trying to get Anderson right toward the wing.
Toronto Maple Leafs goal.
We'll set it over
His
right
24th
toward the
goal
wing.
of the
Back
season.
in Toronto
Scored by number
territory.
16, Mitch
Marner.
Marner. Assisted by number 22, Jake McCabe.
Big man.
And by number 34, Austin Matthews.
He rolls again to Big man.
Time of the goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 15:44 remaining in the second period. Mitch Marner with his 24th goal of the season, assisted by Jake McCabe and Austin Matthews in the second period at 15:44.
Looks to go in, one-timer shot, big save made by Wolf after Myers with a slapper. Now Domi has it, kicks the puck out of the zone, and Backlund takes it over. Domi's got a chance, rolls to Morgan Riley. Morgan Riley now finding again Myers this time. And Domi will try to clear it out. Domi in trouble. Backlund takes it over, now finds again to Coronado. The Flames races in, now find again to Anderson. And a good stop pitch out there for the defensive zone. He now finds Morgan Riley. But we're now finding the pitcher ready. 2:20 left in the second period. Backlund is right toward the wing, now finds again a Wiener. And it's Wilson Hallberg. On the rush! Run around! Save by Wolf. He rolls it up with a big save. That's his 31st save of the night. Just look at the crowd effort out there. He's really trying to get over this. I've never seen what anybody does for. That really was a big save on his heart. Tanev takes it over. Fires again Hallberg. Pullman takes it over now. Under 2 minutes remaining in the second. Simpson blocked the shot. Here comes Marner. Rolls in. Backhander. Oh, there's no penalty to give the range over to Calgary. He's been knocked out.
No way they're sending it over to. I don't know what's going to keep on happening. They really got to get it.
He scores! Bob Simpson. That's his first goal in the game as they're over and getting away on the escape.
This really is definitely what Harder brings on. They're not really sending off, and this is what the tape-to-tape feed looks like to Jonathan Herbert do. He really made a pass to Bob Simpson, and this is what they do. Give that one a nice goal effort. Wolves definitely get a little frustrated out there. You see what the head coaches are doing in there? They're not happy. They really are trying to get over this, but they can't find an open room to get after it.
He now finds again at the Pellettier. Rolls it in. Tanev takes a tough steal. Now finds again to Mitchell Marner.
Calgary Flames goal, his 5th goal of the season, scored by number 76, Martin Pospisil. He's assisted by number 10, Jonathan Herbert, and by number 91, Nazem Kadri. 7 goal for the Calgary Flames, 18:30 remaining in the second period. Martin Pospisil, his 5th goal of his NHL career, assisted by Jonathan Herbert and Nazem Kadri in the second period, 18:30.
Now for the win. Looks to Lawrence. Good stop by Mitchell. So Rankovic is right toward the game.
Last minute in the second period.
Right to away. Gives a shot. Stop by Wolf. Evan Larson trying to keep an eye on. Now trying to get to Lawrence. Slick feed. Shoot. Save me by Wolf. What a nice goal by the cut motion out there. Under a minute remaining in the second period. Here's Pellettier. Long made by Wolf. Evan Larson takes it over. Now he moves right toward the other way. Rolls a new pass to Lawrence. Lawrence gets an unstable look. The War behind the net. 20 seconds left to remain. Here's Holmberg. Will try to get the pass over to Riley. Deep six it. Love saved by Wolf. 14.9 seconds remaining in the second period. He'll cover it up and get ready for a next face-off. Leafs wins the faceoff. He now finds Pacioretty. Got in motion. Move around. Save by Wolf. Oh my. A stoppage and under siege with 8.5 seconds. He really wanted to have one on.
Oh, no offense out there. Wolf is definitely really like saving it all. That's his 34th saving of the season.
Rooney. And he will clear that one out. That will end the second period. And that will do now. The Flames are getting off to an amazing start. And with only 6 threes to score in a second, we'll see what happens with Toronto if they can answer back in the third. We'll be right back with you folks soon, right after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with you soon. We are down to the final period at Scotiabank Arena. Glad you're having it with us this time for joining for tonight's game. But this is where it comes down to the third period. This is what happens if there's a crush out or the comeback rally. Let's find out now. Let's see what happens with the second period after you guys with the take here for the recap.
Well, there's no reason to answer for that. This is what happens with Dustin Wolf. He really had made that one a big stoppage. It was no one already made it through. All that happens is now, he really has a bigger save. But what with Sorankovic's team, they've really been keeping it on to a fire control. They've really had nobody else to give that one a better effort. It's not really easy what they choose for, but they really have to get over it and better it down. I really have to agree on that. They really have to start fighting their way through and get over this. If they don't have the right time and opportunity, they just really need to give somebody else a better chance.
Now they're ready to take the next face-off in a Toronto to the Calgary zone. 55 saves in a row for Dustin Wolf. He is really putting a lot of energy to pull it in. Anderson rolls it in. That one sticks out. And now rolls to Herbert. Give to Pupsilsil. Good stop by Tanev as he will crouch down and deflect it. And this one carries out to Nylander. Here's a speed. Nylander on the rush. Roll! Score! start that off in the third period. Who's watching now?
I really don't know how he did, but it looks like somebody's watching over there. He really had a rush on speed, and he just couldn't stop one. Now, you see what happened with Nylander? He really made that one a little slick in motion. The beat over by Dustin Wolf, that's why the wheels is putting in the puck on a string. He really had that with a great change. He really took it over. That's a better energy here, rolling it back down by 2.
And a big energy in this one here. For Dustin Wolf, he really had missed that one. Trying to go for another saving streak, but this one turned it over too soon. This one, streak is over. This one really has to bring up with another big save that he's really been looking for.
Toronto Maple Leafs goal. His 41st goal of the season. Scored by number 88, William Nylander. Assisted by number 11, Max Domi.
Let's keep it
Top and goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 1:16 remaining in the third period. William Nylander with his 41st goal of his career. Assisted by Max Domi in the third period at 1:16.
There's another shot. That's 57 saves in a row for Wolf. Broke it out. Domi trying to reset it. Now he will try to make another new change off to McCabe, and he'll now shoot it again to McMahon. Shot. Big save by Wolf. 58 saves in a row. Rolls again to Mark Rockoff. Dawson Kutcher right toward the wing. Gets a little tumble down by Robertson and her team. Brandon Janet's right toward the wing. Rolls to Pacioretty. Rolls to Ekman Larson. Here's a shot. That one gets whipped away, and it's back to Holmberg. Holmberg. Back passes over to Ekman Larson. Rolls to Tibbetts. Here's one time to Pacioretty. Score! Another goal for Toronto. Here's a comeback rally for the third period.
Of course they are. Max Pacioretty is getting a better goal with his better timing. Now you really have no idea what the patient really makes it in. Because after Robertson, he wants to try to blind the goaltender. He has no choice, but he really made that one, has blinded up and rolled for the goal, and a good chance has missed the target. Off wide, and they're really keeping it out of danger.
Toronto Maple Leafs are down by 1. Looks like this one was going to be a close game to get this one started.
The true thing I really have to do for now, they really have to give someone else a better effort. Hopefully there is one.
Maple Leafs are back in the offense zone as Ekman Larson. A good rush up here. Look how the fans are bringing a reaction out there. Ekman Larson takes it over. Not this time, and he rolls it off. Now it's Wolf. Oh, he took it over. Mikael Backlund has 2 goals in this game. He really did not speed that one coming, and he just went too soon.
Let's watch what happened over there. You see what happened there? This is what it causes an error to put in for Wolf. He was a little too soon to start that one off, because Mikael Backlund, he was really racing it towards. And with that one, he was way too soon. Had a little slight early and a little bit late to get that one up in a race. He was a little hurried to get through it, but now he's definitely going to have to try to figure it out if he can get 3.
Now the way for Austin Matthews and identified Myers. He will roll it right toward the other wing. Here's a pass. Marner up. Save by Wolf.
Toronto Maple Leafs goal. His 5th goal of the season. Scored by number 67, Max Pacioretty.
More point than that.
Is assisted by number 25, Connor Timmons. And by number 95, Oliver Ekman Larson. Time and a goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2:41 remaining in the third period. Max Pacioretty, his 5th goal of his career, assisted by Connor Timmons and Oliver Ekman Larson in the third period at 2:41.
Mackenzie Reeder now finds Mikael Backlund. Coleman takes it over. Smash right toward the board and goes out of play. Riley now sends a pass again to Malston Matthews. Matthews pulls in. Gives a nice shot. Save made by Wolf. His 62nd of the season in a save. Austin Matthews recruiting for help. The war. That rolls out.
Calgary Flames goal. His 19th goal of the season, score unassisted with 2 goals in the game. Number 11, Mikael Backlund. Time and a goal for the Calgary Flames. 3:05 remaining in the third period. Mikael Backlund, 2 goals in the game, his 19th goal of his career, unassisted in the third period at 3:05.
He passes again to Pelletier. Wow, big smash down here in center ice. That's a big hit. Riley put in the physical contact by Meyer. Meyer's up. Save by Wolf. Kent takes it Roberdeau. Roberdeau now finding puck six up. Big save by Wolf. And he rolls it over. A shot. Hank. Locker step eight. Tanev takes it over. Flames on full pressure. The shot. Oh, he's blocked. Tanev with the rebound.
What a great blockage out there.
He's all alone. Stop by Wolf. Wow, just a lot of time after out there. He had no time to hustle. He really wants it on. Says, I'm coming for you.
Boy, he's a bear on a train out there. He's really saying there's a getaway person. Somebody must go stop him.
Max Domi wins the faceoff. He now finds Timmins. Timmins. He groups to Ekman Larson. With the pass over to William Nylander. Nylander. And Bale. Nylander takes it over. Finds Domi. Toward the corner. Save by Wolf. 65th save of the night. Bumps the spill. Bumps him right to the wall. Now as Timmins takes it over, now finds again to William Nylander. Nylander. Slick in the motion back in the offensive side of the board. Trying to get back over. That save. 6 out of his own by Wolf. Under 15 minutes remaining in the third period. He'll now try to get to Timmins. Here's McMahon. Shoots. That save. Timmins kicks it out. Trying to get back with Larson. And now as Rudy takes it over, now trying to give it back over again to Anderson. Oh, he just made a big hit. Gilbert comes in with a big save. They'll now try to give it back again to Timmins this time. Robertson's outside for 3. This one's blocked. McMahon, toward the motion. Trying to get another save in the play. Timmins takes it over. Robertson shoots. Read the pipe. Rolls back to Lumber. This one dishes out of the zone. Now back to Domi. 67 saves of the game. Now here's Domi.
Well, there's no chance on that. That's because Wolf is really putting a better effort this time. He really has to stop him to get over this.
Feeds right back again to Coleman. 13:25 left to go in the third period. Off the face mask and it rolls back to Timmins. Rolls a beat to Percheretti. Keeps it alive. Now he's in his zone. Rolls to Holmberg. Here's a shot save by Wolf. Wow, Wolf has been honestly a streaking save. Looking to go for 10 to get to 20 saves. Now they're ready to take the next face-off. The Calgary Flames has been a tightness and a better effort. They're best of the team to try to win it all. And it's a 7-5 game. Now here's Reeder's right toward the wing.
Well, there's a little crowd out there. They're starting to boo on that chant.
Now here's Coronado. Flies the puck out of the zone. And now here's Marner. Try to watch his own zone as Marner is right toward into Calgary territory. Slick the motion. Oh, McCabe pass went broken up. He'll try to get back over to Tanev.
Listen, don't lose your strength. If you don't play that often, you have to fix your pass. Don't get upset with anybody if you're trying to do this.
96 over direct to get a Riley. As Riley pass went down, here comes Stewart. Hammer score! Stewart has pulled another goal. The Flames on a bigger attack. It's now an 8-5 game.
Well, that dude's definitely getting over this now, and he has been ricocheting right passing Wall. He really had locked him out. There was nowhere, there's no questioning really putting it in. He's really on a bad takedown tonight. Coaches are not really happy and I'm looking for him. He really got backed out.
Calgary Flames. One of the best of the teams as they're really trying to get back into postseason, but it was nowhere to be close in the match as they're really trying to get that one out of here. He rolls right to the wing. Here's the kite motion in. Poked it out by Wolf. Mackenzie Weeders right to the wing. Now he rolls the Pelletier. Here's
Calgary Flames score. His 11th goal of the season, 2 goals of the game. Scored by number 71, Walker Dewar. Top of the goal for the Calgary Flames, 7:39 remaining in the third. Walker Dewar, with his second goal of the game, his 11th goal of the season, unassisted in the third period, at 7:39.
Go for Dewar. Rolls the Myers. Here's a shot. Save me! Another shot by Wolf. This will be his 69th save of the night. Goes right to Ganis Arenkovich. Here's a pass, and Owen picks it. Oh, what a great chance here for the Calgary pickup play. And it's out back to the war.
Really have to see that one coming in there. This is what they don't really do. They've just got to keep finding another way to get through it.
Wolf covers it up with only 11:21 remaining in that third period. Looks like the Maple Leafs need to get this answer back. Max Stobie wins the faceoff. He now fakes to McCabe and he rolls to Ned. Brandon to Ned. Trying to pull back to McCabe. He looks to Nylander. Cutting motion. Stopped by Wolf. How did he stop that one? That's the biggest save of the play. Denied him again. Wolf is pointing to 72 saves of the night. 11:01 remaining.
Well, this is what happened now. I was really noticing that Wolf is putting a great save. How can he stop that one? That's a big, incredible save there, boy. Wolf is definitely electrical. He's really putting in a better aim.
Now the win puts it for Calgary. Herberton trying to get over it. And now it's Mackenzie Weiner. He now finds the Mironov. Mironov shot, big twist, saved by Wolf. Here's McCabe. He's right to it, back the other way. Racing deep. He now finds Stobie. Trying to go for the pass to Nylander, but he's right to it in the corner of the wall. Now he will reslay it again. A lot of time left. Looks to Tanev. Rolls to Naiz. Shoots. Close save by Wolf. Didn't he get it up that point? As he trying to put the wrist shot, yes, Wolf will cover it in. 74 saves in a row for Dustin Wolf. He's trying to get over this to keep it out of his own. Now Backlund takes it over, now finds Pale. Anderson rolls it in, now pass again to Coronado. McCabe takes it over. Now finds the gun to Brendan Ned. McCabe rolls it again to Naiz. As he went down, here's Naiz. Rolls in middle, saved by Wolf. 76 saves in a row in the third period. He is racing toward his speed. His eye contacting is putting in accuracy. Better race than that.
Well, you didn't see what was going to happen here for Dustin Wolf. He's really trying to get over this now. But the better range is questionable of how would happen if the Flames try to get over this again. He's really putting a lot of effort and energy.
Now it's back to Timmins. The recovery by Marner. Marner's right toward the wing. Kicks the puck over. Now it's Naiz takes it over. Now he will try to answer it back again. Now finding Timmins. Timmins rolls back with Larson on a shot. It's blocked. Anderson takes it over. Now finding to get it. Blake Coleman. Naiz takes it over with 9:40 to go. Slip the move. Here's a shot. Saved by Wolf. Tries to get over to get Mitchell Marner. And Marner pulls it in. It's up pad. A quick save by Wolf. 75th to 78 saves in the game. Rolls back with Larson. Trying to get over again to Timmins. Timmins pulls around. Save play. 20 consecutive saves in a night. Box blocked by Rudy. Coronado. Trying to roll it again. Lumber. Here's the pass to Coronado. And that kicks out by Holmberg. Rushing toward his zone. Getting out of the playing danger. Here's the pass shot. Saved by Wolf. 26 consecutive saves for Dustin Wolf from the Calgary Flames. And it's just now an 89 saves in a row.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me now. They really have nowhere to be often. And without leaving anybody, we have a best range in town.
Edmund Larson now finds Robertson. Rolls to get Edmund Larson. He now tries to give it to Domi. Domi shoots. That went back in traffic. 8:19 left to remain in the third period. B trying to give again to Pelletria. Good cut motion here for Calgary. Here's a chance. Domi takes it over. That finds again to William Nylander. Roll behind the pass. It's broken up. And now Domi will come out and save the day. Now Wool will handle it over right around the wing. And went offside. Now as per call, Wool takes it over. He'll get out of the zone. Now Nylander takes it over. Smash from the wall. Rebounded by Domi. Domi's right toward the wing, trying to give him a better angle. Rolls to Riley. Riley finds Meyer, now finding to Nylander. Nylander to Riley. Gives again. Myers shoots. Saved by Wolf on a glove catch made. That'll be his 90 saves on a night.
What you have to do for that. Morgan Riley was just trying to get over this. It was no way better than that. He really had to be playing it clear to get to it.
Rieger rolls it over to Gavin to pump still. McMahon takes it over. Trying to roll in with a better save of his night. Here's a shot. Chance of a passing percentage as Weeder takes it back to Riverdew. Abe rush. Blocked up by Myers. Now Domi will have a chance now finally to get into War. The War rolls in, save! That's his 25th consecutive save for Dustin Wolf.
Oh my goodness. How does he stop that one? Somebody got to play it over right now. He's veteran right now. There's a big on rain. The Army is about to attack. The Flames are on the attack. They're roicing it in. Someone's got to get a brick of a wall to put Dustin Wolf in a stoppage.
And another big save by Dustin Wolf. 91st second save. Great at goal play. That Brooks rolls it out. 6:30 left to go in the third period. Trying to get over to Lawrence. Rolls back to Meyer. Meyer. Off again, now trying to give over. Domi shoots, score! That save puts an ending streak. He misses one again. And this one now brings back down by 3 for Toronto Maple Leafs.
13:42, time of the goal for Max Domi. He now has his own goal. There was no percentage of how he was doing this so far. Max Domi was getting a better range at this point. He's really trying to get top one better save in this advantage.
Toronto down by 3, and now they're back down by 2 with 6:18 left. A lot of time left, but they need to get some couple more goals to get right to it. Now Austin Matthews is right toward the wing. He will fire that one over to get a Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner now finds the 90s, rolls the hit, and a penalty's been signalized on Calgary. Now we on a cross-checking. They're not doing so well. You can't play like that until you get it down. Nylander backhander, double glove made here by Wolf.
Number 20, Calgary, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Go to the penalty box.
Woo!
Now on time over this period, trying to get another goal. It is now a 6-8-6 game. It's a power play advantage for Mitchell Marner to get over. Now to win, here's Simmons.
Penalty on Calgary, number 20, Blake Coleman on a cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 6:08 remaining in a third period. That's a penalty on Calgary Flames on a cross-checking, number 20. Time of the penalty in the third period, 6:08.
He's really putting a better effort at this point. He's really trying to get out of here. There's no way to being an attacker out there for one reason.
Dumps it out. Austin Matthews takes over to get him. Morgan Riley. Riley. That one pokes it up. Now here comes Backlund. Trying to go for 3. And he will have to end it here. That will end the power play for Toronto, and he got slapped.
Number 34 for Toronto, 2 minutes for tripping.
When you're starting play for Austin Matthews, he's definitely desperate on the name. He's not happy. He got whipped him over. They made an accident. That's it. Now the power play is over because now it is a 4-on-4 advantage.
So far, we got a great range out there, but now I will send it over to Boomer. Who had a better play of the night? Well, Mikael Blackland, he was definitely so well making his great takes on his
Penalty on Toronto, number 34. Austin Matthews for tripping. Top of the penalty, 5:35 remaining in the third period. That's a penalty on Toronto from the tripping, number 34. Top of the penalty in the third period at 5:35.
And now with only nearing 100th of this save of the night of the season, I just can't wait to see what he gets it for. Here's an arch chance. Riley with a nice block shot.
Toronto Maple Leafs go! His 10th goal of the season, scored by number 11, Max Domi. He's assisted by number 51, Philippi Myers. And by number 18, Steven Loretz. Time of the goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 13:42 remaining in the third. Max Domi, his 10th goal of his career, assisted by Philippi Myers and Steven Lorenz in the third period at 13:42.
Oh my! Wolf stops it. A diving play effort. 100 saves of the night. He has reached his milestone.
Oh, wow. You really have to give all the effort to? How could Dustin Wolf get over this? This is what happens now to Dustin Wolf. He's been putting him a nice save.
Marner lost his handling, no room to get into. Here's Kuzmenko, a good puck motion out there. Now he rolls to Mitchell Marner. Pass to Nylander. Nylander spins, moves in, trying to put on a rebound, stopped by Wolf. He'll cover it up. Just 20 seconds left for the 4-on-4 advantage. And this will be Calgary Flames to get their power play advantage to get this thing started. Now the win. Here's Timmins. Timmins rolls it over to Beckman Larson. Here's a range. Backhander stopped there by Wolf. 4:08 remaining in the third period. This is like a hard team as they are trying to get to it. But there is no question of how they're just pulling it back. Robertson wins the faceoff. He now finds Timmins. Trying to watch down the time. Here he goes. Pass broken up. And that will do for the 4-on-4. Now the Calgary Flames will have the advantage to take their power play with only 22 seconds. All Austin Matthews still in the penalty box. He now finds Robertson. We'll dish it out. And this one kicks it in. And this will go back right over again to Sorenkovic.
Austin Matthews is ready to be back out there, getting ready to go.
Glove save by Wolf. 2 seconds. Just 3:35 left in the third.
There is no hard feelings to this play. Whenever you're doing this, you're not going to play it successfully if you're going to get over this. That's why the Flames are just definitely working it off like they're charmed.
And that will do it for the Flames power play. They just couldn't get that one done out there. Until they have it done with this better race, they just need to keep on going. Matthews, here he goes! Glove save! This one goes back to Gerberlu. 3:20 left to go in this third period. And they go offside for Calgary. This will be in the neutral zone for the next faceoff. Fans, if you're ready to get your next faceoff, we got our next game coming up. It's the Vancouver Canucks as they're taking on against the Ottawa Senators at Rogers Arena. Their next game. Coverage starts at 10 p.m. here in the Eastern Time Zone, and coverage on the other game starts at 7 p.m. in the Pacific Coast in the British Columbia territory. Get ready now as we get their next game in advantage underway, so you don't want to miss that one out for our next game. Here's an ad shot. Up and over the net. This one stays out. Mitch Marner recovers the puck. And Riley. Matthews misses wide. Up and over the net. He now finds him over the ball. And here's Coleman right toward the other way. Now finds Coronado. Over now. Coleman. And he's been paralyzed. Uh-oh. They are not happy enough at all.
Yeah, this
Number
is
8
so
for Toronto. 2 minutes for tripping.
Cincinnati is definitely racing it over towards, and he's been bumped out. Watch what happened. Wink. Now this is another penalty kill, but they're not doing it for it. You see what happens now? This is not happening at this point. The coach is getting a lot of frustration. He's really in a hard mode. They're not doing it so well.
Now the win for Calgary. Here's a shot. Bad save by
Penalty on
Wolf.
Toronto, number 8, Christopher
And the War will
Tournet, 2
clear
minutes for
this one
tripping.
out in the Calgary
Time of penalty,
territory.
2:48 remaining in the third period. That's a penalty on Toronto, number 8, for tripping. Time of penalty in the third period, 2:38.
Coleman now finds Anderson. Anderson rolls it in right toward the lane. Here's a shot, and that one makes a save by Wolf. Osisto now finding McCabe. Recovered by the Flames. Blocked a shot by Timmins. 2 minutes left in the third period. And here's the War. The War on the rush. Looks it over. Go for it. Glove catch by Wolf. 1:15 left to remain in the third period. We're talking about this one here. This is what happens with the biggest hit. They're really been knocking down. As you've already seen, 110 for Calgary and 55 for Toronto. Last game, Calgary Flames beat Nashville Predators here at their home game, amazing and astonished. And Toronto Maple Leafs, they already won against the San Jose Sharks. They were not easy enough to get right to it. And now the rebound puts in. Here's a chance to Kadri shot. Save me by Wolf. Kemp on the rush. Trying to get on the man advantage. Here's one-timer shot. Puts a save by Wolf. 50 seconds left to get a short-handed goal to close the game out. A 8-7 score. Now they're ready to take on their next face-off. 8-6 to score. Matthews wins the face-off. Here's Ekman Larson. Trying to get a short-handed goal this time. Here's McCabe. Pulls it back. Goes Ekman Larson. Now he shoots. Saved by Wolf. And they're going to get their extra attacker. They're going to get their advantage. Here they come. Goaltender rushing toward the bench for the final minute in the third. Ekman Larson shoots.
Last minute in the third period.
Takes it over now fighting Coronado. Coronado trying to get over to get a Uyghur. Uyghur trying to roll again to Hermanou. Hermanou rolls to Backlund. Shoots, and that's the game. Backlund gets his hat-trick goal. And Toronto to end the game.
Well, folks, now it's all over. Mikael Backlund earns this victory spot, and that's where you can win their game. No answer, nothing. After Dustin Wolf with a better save, this is what happens with all you know for Mikael Backlund. He's really like the best play effort. That's right, guys. Mikael Backlund is definitely so well and a better range his effort now, but he was definitely getting a lot of movement on their vulnerability. They really have to give somebody else a better effort. And now they're losing their advantage. They didn't have anybody to stop the advantage. Stop made by Wolf. Last chance for the hope for the Toronto with 35 seconds left. Coronado takes it over. Slick the move. Wow. Stop made by Wolf.
Calgary Flames power play goal.
Trying to kick it out
His
of
20th
here.
goal of the season,
And he
3
tries to
goals in the
roll
game
out
and a
of
hat
here.
trick,
His
scored by
own
number 11,
covers back to
Mikael Backlund.
Big save
Is assisted
play.
by number
This
10,
one stays
Jonathan
out.
Herberdeau.
And
by number 52, Mackenzie Weegar. Time of the goal for the Calgary Flames power play goal, 19:13 remaining. Mikael Backlund on the empty net power play goal on a hat trick, his 20th goal of his career, assisted by Jonathan Herberdeau and Mackenzie Weegar for the Calgary Flames in the third period, 1913, on a power play goal.
103.
That's the end of our regulation. Your final score for tonight's game, Calgary Flames 9, and Toronto Maple Leafs
He's really
6.
saying now that Dustin Wolf is definitely getting a lot of his huge expectation. Until for the next game, to give it all that he got.
Well, folks, that's it for now, and I hope you all enjoyed this part. I'm Roy Cruz, and along with my broadcast with Fan and Ballpoint Pen and Boomer, hope you enjoyed your presentation. This was the hardest matchup. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, folks. Until next time. Good night, everybody.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Time for 3-star players of the game. Dewar with his 3rd star, 2nd goal, 1 assist, and 4 hits. Then, the 2nd star player of the game goes to Dustin Wolf. 88th save of the game as he really raced it through. And all his time on his percentage, he had done absolutely insane. And your 1st star player of the game, Mikael Backlund, 3 goals, 8 hits. Open netter,
after an error was reaching it out for Wool, he really couldn't get it back in there. Well, that's all they happen now, but good news now, they're still in first place for Toronto. If the Florida Panthers are right behind him, then they have nowhere option to go, so they got to get to do things quicker to get right to here. And here's what I did with the total statistics. Toronto with 94 over 54 total shots on goal for the game. And it was 113 over 56 for Calgary on the game. 1733 over 321 for Toronto on a time on attack. 84 over 90 percentage for the passing for Calgary on a passing percentage. 42 face-off wins over 39 for Calgary. And it was 8-minute penalty kill with both teams. 1 power play goal with 5:18 and no power play goals with 5:29 before the 4-on-4 advantage. Well, that was a little devastation of the game, but this is now being said, the Flames get back to win it again. We'll find out to see if the Wolves can get another save of his game. He has been the best so far. Well done. And with that being said, we are wrapping things up. I'm Son of Beast, and I'm Terry Crews. This has been a presentation of the NHL, of the coverage on EA Sports. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you all again next time. Peace out for a while as the NHL on EA Sports style. So long in Toronto.
If you don't, somebody will.